this classroom. Oh, looks like Mr. Thickett's having his breakfast.
105. Oh, hello. Welcome to my geography classroom. Right. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about geography. Why you should be taking geography, how the course is structured. You've got 3 exam papers. Paper 1, worth 88 marks. Okay? It's an hour and a half long. In there you will be looking at topics such as natural hazards, earthquakes, volcanoes, weather hazards, tropical storms. The next topic is the living world. In this topic you'll be learning about nature, tropical rainforests, and you'll also be looking at a case study of the cold environment called Svalbard. Towards the end of this paper, 2 shorter topics on river and coastal landscapes in the UK. You will learn how the features of these landscapes are formed and how these landscapes are managed. Paper 2, another 90-minute exam paper worth 88 marks. Okay? In here you're going to be looking at the development gap, so you're going to be looking at the difference between rich and poor, how we can reduce the differences between rich and poor. We're then going to be looking at a specific country, example, and we do Nigeria. And finally, we look at how the UK economy's changed, something that's going to be important to you for the rest of your adult life. The next topic we look at is urban change. So we're going to look at Birmingham, a city you've already been to. You're going to do massively well on that part of the assessment, and Rio in Brazil, a really interesting city. Finally, in this paper 2, you will look at resource management, looking at food, water and energy across the world, and then mainly food. Where does our food come from? How does it get from where it's grown to your plate? Finally, paper 3 is called geographical applications. Okay, 12 weeks prior to the exam, you get given a booklet full of information about a particular case study that your teacher will work on with you. You get to take that into the exam, easy marks. The final part of paper 3 is looking at your field work, and we will take you to the Shropshire Hills. We don't know where else we're going to be taking you just yet, and you will do a river study, and you will write about that in the exam. Finally, you're going to have 5 awesome experienced geography teachers to help you through the course, and if you need any help, every single part of the topic will be online on OMG Revision.
Hi guys, Mr. Thickett's just spoken to you about what geography looks like at GCSE. My job is to talk to you about why study geography in the first place, why is geography important. In the current climate that we live in today, geography's never had the relevance and the importance that it does now. We see it on the news all the time, we see it on TV, on films. It's really, really important. Having an understanding and knowledge of the world around us will help you become more articulate and more developed as a person, as a young adult in the future. What I like to do, I like to think about this acronym, WWDD. It stands for what would Dave do? Who's Dave? David Attenborough, the world's most famous geographer. And of course he'd say, study geography. Being able to know how the rainforest works and how that affects us, even though it's in South America, being able to have that development, that knowledge and that understanding helps us become more articulate when we meet with businesses and employers in the future. Not just having the ability to think about how it affects us in the future as well, but geography as a subject, helping you with your maths and numeracy skills when we look at data and graphs and interpret numbers, your literacy skills when we write reports and answer 9-mark exam questions, and your science skills even when we look at things like biodiversity, food chains and food webs. All of these skills together, using geography, help you become a more well-rounded person.
So a bit of Michael Jackson, a bit of hello there. I was just doing a bit of reading. What I've been reading about is careers in geography. Did you know that geographers are less likely to be unemployed after their degree course than studying almost any other subject? And people with geography degrees were less likely than any other social science graduate to be unemployed. I also read that graduates from Imperial College London's geology course, which is really closely linked to geography, earn the best starting salaries, averaging £73,000 a year, 6 months after leaving. That means that they earn half the Prime Minister's salary while still in their early 20s. I was also reading how geographers go on to a wide range of destinations. They become transport planners, commercial analysts, catastrophe modellers, field centre instructors, accounting, consultancy, law and teachers. But also the most important part is that geographic skills provide the necessary tools and techniques to think geographically and live a good life. The first part is we have to understand Earth's physical and human patterns and processes. It's also really important that we use geographic skills when we're making decisions about our everyday life. Where to buy or rent a home, where to get a job, how to get to work or to a friend's house, where to go to the shops, where to go on holiday or to go to school. All those decisions involve using geographic information. The daily decisions and community activities that you'll go on to use in the future are linked to thinking systematically and spatially about the environment, people and money. That's why you should take geography.